Hey, welcome back. My name is Alex. I'm a freelance videographer and filmmaker, and today we are looking at the first 3 of the Wings short films. You guys know how much I love beautiful images, and these have so many beautiful images in them, so I'm so excited. I'm a really big fan of like abstract imagery and storytelling and everything like that, so these are right up my alley. So let's get right on into it.
The realms of day and night.
The realms of day and night.
2 different words coming from 2 opposite poles.
Okay.
Mingle during this time.
Okay. Number 1, begin. I'm excited. Okay. Oh. So he must be seeing everyone else's like death, right? I have like a real general idea of the storyline. So he must be seeing like their death. That's what I would assume, because piano on fire would represent sugar. Car crash. I forgot who had the car crash, but I know that's someone that he hit someone. So I know that that has to be another one. Okay, yeah, that must have been him, like looking into the future and seeing their deaths or something. That's what I would guess. So now he's like in the void. That was a nice way to transition. Let's look at that again. The room literally gets built around him. I don't know what the girl means. Look, the bed goes away and the room literally gets built. The walls come up. That is nice. Everything's floating. That's a nice transition. Whoa, look at how beautiful that is. Oh my God. Interesting. Oh, he doesn't choose to paint, or maybe he forgot. But that's interesting. So his eyes say fire. Is that the piano again? Obviously that would represent sugar, and then the drowning would be Jimin. And there's blood. Wait, who is that? That is Jin, right? Yeah, it has to be, because everything centers around him, and this is called the beginning. So is that him? Is that a self-portrait? Kind of, right? Interesting. But yeah, blood definitely gets spilt on it. So it's on fire first, and then there's blood. Interesting. And there's crows, and it's crying. There's a lot going on. I think I've seen that crying before, but it was blood, sweat, and tears. I think it was when I saw the crying before. So that has to be some sort of vision of the future or something. The sound design really helps tell the story, because you're looking at things and you're not necessarily hearing the same thing. Maybe looking at fire but hearing water, and like you're hearing the rainstorm, but then you're also hearing individual drops of water, like a bathtub or something. See, it's like the individual drops. I don't know what the crows are. Crows generally are like bad omens, so I don't know. That kind of could coincide with the tears. Is it a crow? It looks like a crow. Or like a raven. kind of bird is that on his... Oh, I know that comes up at some point. He actually gets wings at some point. I don't know what video it is though. Interesting. All right, well that was the first one.
My parents' house made up one rhythm.
Okay.
This rhythm was familiar to me in almost every way. Mother and father,
should be.
love and strictness, model behavior, and school.
Okay. So we're on to the second one now. My parents' house made up one realm and it was very familiar to me. Oh, it was a painting. Interesting. So he tried drowning himself and now he's being monitored and tested for something. I feel like this thing is like one of those paint splatter things that they give you in therapy. I feel like that's what it's supposed to be. So he's being recorded, so they're trying to test him for something, some sort of therapy or something along those lines. Well, that was a nice transition. So he is still in the hospital room. Okay. Find the me, caught in a lie. Find the me that was innocent. I can't free myself from this lie. Give me back my laughter. Oh, whoa. Interesting. There was a lot going on there. Let's try to look at some of that. Okay, so he starts dancing. And I can imagine that dancing makes him feel free. So there's water and rain. So I can only imagine that this part is something to do with him drowning. The water's going in reverse, so maybe it's like he's feeling more like himself or something. And then the walls literally like come to life, so he's literally like feeling alive again. He's saying caught in a lie. Maybe he's saying caught in a lie, take me out of this hell. So maybe the dancing, he's feeling and remembering back to when he felt like himself. It's interesting, the walls just coming alive. Just reaching out for help maybe. I don't know what the app was. But yeah, that part, it's like how he got there. He went into the water and now he's stuck in this prison. That is such a beautiful shot though. Is that where he would want to be? Oh, that's where the apple came from. Please stop me, please guide me, please let me breathe. Everything is so stale. It's just so white. There's no color or anything. I am trapped inside of myself and I am dead. Okay, what does the forest have to do? Is that his way of escape? Because that was literally like the only color inside of that room. Okay, so we're going each one of the circles. Or something. There's not seven,
It was
so I don't know.
the first fissure in the columns that had upheld my childhood, which
Interesting.
every individual must destroy before he can become himself.
It was the first fissure, whatever that is. So a fissure is a long, thin crack in something. So it was the first long, thin crack in the columns that had upheld my childhood.
Which every individual must destroy before he can become himself.
So you're trying to destroy the columns? You're saying that you have to destroy the columns of your childhood to become yourself, okay?
Such fissure and rents grow together again, heal and are forgotten.
Okay.
But in the most secret recesses, they continue to live and bleed.
Okay. Stigma. Is that... So that's cool just straight off of the bat. It looks like a memory or something because it's just this one wall. It's not like an entire city or there's not multiple of these, so it's not like a storage unit or anything. It's like, it's just this one wall and then everything else is black. So that tells me that this has to be like some sort of a memory or something. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably just carving his name in there or something. I don't know. Okay. Aha, so these are memories or something. Everything is just so smooth, like it just transitions so smooth, so it has to be like a memory. It's really nice, like all of the sets, so it goes from there and immediately here. So now it's like this separate like memory bubble. I'm getting there. I'm like really, really close to knowing everyone's name and stuff, but he just said his name, so that is V. I'm getting really close to like actually knowing and identifying them just by their face. Look at the dramaticness. Even though that doesn't look like the correct kind of lighting for being right above you. But look at all the dramatic, all of the lighting, or the lack of lighting. He's 21. Ah, he's wearing white, so it contrasts the black very nicely. It's a nice shot of his mom. It's inverted, so he must have lost her. He's like getting beat up without there being anyone there. So this part must be the memory. Was he the one that kills his father? He is, right?
그때 나한테 왜 그랬어?
Why did you do that to me then?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, my sister. 숨겨도 감춰도
Even if I try to hide it and conceal it, it can't be erased. So cry. Please dry my ears. Oh, is that a prison? Oh, it is. The light, please illuminate my sins. It's so like contradicting. The song is really upbeat, but the visuals are like really bad. Please let me be punished, forgive me for my sins. Please. So within those visuals was him killing his dad, right? I don't know, the fact that there's a puppy and a white puppy, white in this case meaning like good, like he's wearing white too. I feel like that is like meaning that he thinks that his actions are like justified. He's like an angel saving his sister, and the puppy is like the epiphany of like epiphany. A puppy is like the epitome of, the puppy represents innocence. That's what I'm thinking. So he gets this cage put on him. So there was something going on. He changed his looks. In all of these flashbacks, he's wearing black too. The fact that he's wearing black in these flashbacks definitely makes me think that it's like a good and evil kind of a thing. Like he's wearing black when he does the crime, you know, and then he's wearing white now because he's learned. And I don't know. There are only different whales. What? There are only different whales speaking entirely different words. Okay.
전화 한 통만 하겠지.
Let me make just one phone call. And that doesn't tell you who he called? I don't know. I don't know what those mean. I feel like his is like a slice because he stabbed his father, right? I don't know how the other ones represent them. But that was 3. That was the 3rd episode. I'm really interested to see how these continue. So definitely come back tomorrow for the last part of these short films. Thank you guys so much. These have been so requested, so I'm glad to finally give you them. And that's about it. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And all right.